Hi there, this is Chino, and today we are going to discuss, or we're going to take a look at a different kind of phrase, which is called the verbal phrase. And in particular, the present participial phrase. So, some of you may be asking, what exactly is a present participial phrase? Well, simply put, it is a phrase that begins with a present participle. What is a present participle? It's your verb plus ing. So let's take the simplest verb that I can think of right now, which is talk, which is what I'm doing. And if I wanted to make it a present participle, I would add an ing. But wait, it's not a present participle yet, because this can be a verb in itself. It becomes a present participle when it describes something or when it acts like an adjective. Okay, so again, a present participle is used to describe or act like an adjective. Confused? Let's take a look at some examples to clarify that definition. So let's take a look at a sentence by J.K. Rowling. Feeling slightly more cheerful, Harry helped himself to sausages and fried tomatoes. Now, I always like to look for the core sentence in analyzing sentences before I do anything. Subject, main topic of the sentence, Harry Potter, and your verb would be helped. Okay, so now that I found the core sentence, everything else is extra, but also very essential in embellishing a sentence. So this phrase right here would be your present participial phrase. Why? Because it begins with a present participle, feeling, okay? So that's your verb feel plus ing, slightly more cheerful. The entire phrase actually goes back to Mr. Harry himself. So this phrase gives an additional description to what Harry is, in this case, feeling. So it acts like an adjective. It modifies Harry in this sentence. Okay? So let's take a look at another example. The crocodile, pretending to be a harmless log, glided silently toward her. And I used an ellipsis because it's a longer sentence, but for our purposes, this works as an example of a present participial phrase plus a core sentence, which will be, your core subject would be crocodile, and your core verb will be glided. Meaning this phrase right in the middle, pretending to be a harmless log, is your present participial phrase. Okay? Why? Because pretending is your verb plus ing, and it modifies crocodile, gives an additional description to the crocodile. So just imagine, if you've watched a lot of these movies with swamps, and there's water here, and there's something floating, and it's brown with a little bit of bumps on top. Okay, and it's actually a crocodile. We thought it was a log, and that whole image is helped by this present participial phrase. Sorry for the awful illustration. Okay, here's another example by my favorite author, Ernest Hemingway. He had sailed for 2 hours, resting in the stern and chewing a bit of meat from the marlin, trying to rest and be strong, when he saw the first of 2 sharks. So, core sentence, he, okay, had sailed, okay, this is your linking verb, and this is your core sentence right here. Now, everything else is fair game. Every other phrase following it works to modify the core sentence, or the subject of the core sentence. Resting in the stern and is one present participial phrase, and chewing a bit of meat from the marlin, another present participial phrase. Why? Verb plus ing, and yet another one, trying to rest and be strong, present participial phrase, verb plus ing. So, in this case, we have 3 present participial phrases, all modifying he. Okay? because it talks about him resting, chewing, and trying to rest.